Hi, I'm Ann Leavitt. I graduated in 2006 and I am a producer at Universal Studios. I make movie trailers and TV spots. I also create custom content for home entertainment, brand marketing, and theatrical. What inspired me? I was inspired by two things. First of all was Lord of the Rings. Came out right around the time that I was in high school and I was obsessed. It had all these behind the scenes features. It was the first time anything had ever really shown how something like that was made, and I was enamored with it. I just kind of thought it was so impressive and it was beyond anything I ever could have done. But the second thing that inspired me is when I walked into the broadcasting lab at Nokomis for the first time. And I saw the walls lined in computers and servers, and I held the camera and I knew it wasn't beyond me. It was right here and it was tangible, and all I needed to do was to learn how to use it. So I did that for 4 years and we had lots of fun and shenanigans and all that good stuff. And I went to film school afterwards, Columbia College in Chicago, for 4 more years. And I learned that the world is a really big place. I had been a little bit sheltered in Palmyra, and when I saw how much diversity and beauty there was in the world, I was just blown away. So I moved out to Los Angeles and I started to find my first gig in filmmaking. And it wasn't until I got that job as an assistant to a producer that I learned what real work was. I started working 80-hour, 5-day work weeks. And I did that for a few years, and it was grueling. And I had to learn perseverance, and I had to earn my spot at the table. And it was terrible, but it was really good, because that's what people remember. People remember the people that show up, who want to work, who have a good attitude. That's what gets you the job. That's what gets you the recommendation. All of my jobs I've had since that first assistant gig, I got because somebody noticed me and said, hey, that girl really likes to be here. She really wants to be here. And so they recommended me for something else, which recommended me for something else. And that's how I got my job where I am now. I actually am home working because of COVID, but I do live across the street from the studio. So I don't know if you can see it in the background there, but that's fancy Universal Studios wall. But it's there. And when I look back on it, I'm super duper grateful for those 80-hour, 5-day work weeks, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. So I guess you have to persevere, and I know things are really tough right now for a lot of people, and you might not like what you're doing, but if you stick through it and you have a really good attitude, somebody's going to notice, and it's going to matter. So good luck to all my fellow artists out there. I think you're on the right path. It's always worth it. Stick through it and have a really good attitude. Somebody's going to notice, and it's going to matter.